Hey folks, this is IO83 and we're back playing some more World of Tanks. So this is Bartek72. I'm hoping I pronounced your name right this time. Bartek's been with us before once or twice and he's always had great games, so I can't wait to show you guys this one. Now, one thing to note off the start is, of course, this Sacred Valley, and we have a 40% chance to win this. So Bartek's going to have to do some major carrying. And unlike last time we saw him, he doesn't have any teammates this time. He's all by himself. Now, so the Tier 6 Sacred Valley, it's an encounter map. So that's going to give some benefits, because that does mean that if the entire enemy team rushes to north and we can hold them, we could cap or something like that. But I get the feeling that's not how this game is going to go. Yeah. Now, Bartek is in the Tier 6 Japanese tank. I haven't had a whole lot of experience with this tank, so I don't really know what it does, but I do know it is incredibly fragile. So getting shot in this thing isn't really an option. I believe it's a medium tank. So we have a Type 58 venturing up to the temple. He's going to do some scanning for us and hopefully not get dead. We have an ARL in a really weird position over on the other side of the encounter circle. I don't know what he's trying to do over there, but if he's not careful... If he's not careful, that's a great spot to get himself pinched and then killed. He can't retreat from that position without being out in the open. So guys, if you ever end up in that position, make sure you're in something fast and preferably like a medium or a light where you can sneak back out again without anybody noticing. Oh, that's the silo that killed her. This is just free damage out. Nice kill. That was a blind shot for the kill. It was well worth it. And this Type 58 is going to lose this fight. We can't get much or any damage up into the tank he was facing off with. Ooh, I guess we were wrong, because apparently our Wolverine killed it. And that Hellcat, dude, if you don't stop pinging random portions of the board, I'm gonna try and beat you somehow. Okay, thank you. Now, yeah, we have to pay attention to the, what was it, the top that's being rushed. Yeah, that would be bad, but there's not much we can do about that. And the Hellcat's kind of up there all by himself, which is why he's panicking. But you know, he should have known better than to go ahead of the heavy tanks. Now, for some reason, all of our heavy tanks came down to the encounter circle, and it doesn't look like we had a single heavy tank guarding the northern flank. So now we're in a serious problem, because we have our TDs as our first line of defense, which should always be your last line of defense. Oh, nice job shooting the wall so he could shoot the Churchill 3. However, it does mean the Churchill 3 can shoot him back. And Churchill 3 gun fires much faster than his does. Now, the only thing I could recommend is, yeah, there we go. He's hulled down now. And it's a Churchill 3, Bartek. What do you expect it to do? Of course it's spamming gold. And the shells cost like 50 cents a pop. $1 if he spends gold. And he has like 3 million of them. Of course they don't penetrate anything, so what? Oh, it doesn't look like he's gonna get the kill. But he does pick up that kill on the Panzer Souffle. And he is gonna get to chase down this Churchill 3 now. Now, for any of you guys who end up in that kind of situation, I don't recommend stopping too tight while you're being shot at. That's just silly. Bartek was apparently extremely angry that the Churchill 3 was spamming gold. I don't understand why. It's a Churchill 3. There's nothing else he can do if he wants to penetrate anything in this tier. Now mine's tier 6, so now he is taking cover behind this tank. It's a really good idea. The wreck is absorbing a lot of fire for him, and the stuff that the wreck doesn't absorb, he is actually bouncing. So he's only taken one other hit other than the Churchill, and I don't know what that was from. But most of the enemy team has collapsed. Looks like we held back the northern push, and we're getting ready to mop up the rest of our team. Now the KV-1 is going to venture down this hill first, which is what we need. We need eyes down there, because Bartek is in no position to go down there himself. This tank will not hold up under sustained fire, which is what's going to happen if there's any enemies way in the valley. And we're fairly certain there are, because we've been shot at already, right? So let the KV-1 go first. He's got more than enough armor to last until he gets down to the bottom of the hill and into cover, so he'll be okay. Churchill gun carrier, that poor guy. Was he like trying to find a slow way to commit suicide when he bought that tank or something? That is like, ooh, nice shot through the wall into the tank. That's KV-1 blasting away at us. He's going to use the wreck for cover. I recommend he actually tries to side scrape on this wreck to get shots at KV-1 if he's determined to shoot the KV-1. It looks like he's actually trying to push the wreck far enough down the hill that he can shoot over the top of it. Yeah, I think he's going to have to... Yeah, he's going to keep backing up. He wants to get into some solid cover. What is that? That was already... That must have been the KV-2 that just fired at him. He missed. I can't figure out anything else that would have that big of an explosion. Maybe the SU-100. Either way, he is literally one shot from death. Anything even looks at him funny, he is going to die. Ooh, KV-1 missing. Kill shot. Now he's just going to play peekaboo with this KV-1. Yeah, there we go. Letting the KV-1 shoot away his cover as he returns fire. If he does this properly, he can kill the KV-1 without ever taking any more fire. Now he is going to need to be lit again, so friendly T-34 is going to push up and do the lighting. You see, he's checking his back to see where that AT-8 is. If he comes too far around the hill, he's going to get blasted. Oh, look at that. KV-1 is one shot from death, and he... No! Bartek, oh yeah, good. Bartek rightly deserved that kill, and he ended up getting it. Now, we were winning something like 9-6 at one point in the game. Now we're down to 11-12. We're about to lose this game if we don't step it up and if we're not really careful. Now, Bartek is literally a one-shot. If he runs into these walls too hard, he might fall over. So he's using really good cover, and he's going to try and kill this AT-8. No! He's going to have to wait till it falls off the radar, and then, yeah. No, we can't miss another shot at that AT-8. Oh, good. And one more for good measure. No, come on. Ah, good job. Now, there is a KV-2 somewhere, so Bartek is going to have to watch out for that as he kills this SU-100, who's pretty much out in the open, who apparently doesn't realize what's going on, or, I don't know. He was determined to kill that BKP, maybe. Either way, he is dead for it. So I'm fairly certain the KV-2 is on our side of the map, and ARL, you have no business complaining about anyone else as you're dead. Okay? Also, you're driving a potato, so really. Okay. Wow. Oh, there's the A-20. It's come to finish him off, which it really can. However, if Bartek can get a clean, there we go, shot on it, you can definitely take the A-20. Now it's just down to a KV-2. Great. The KV-2 can just sneeze in his general direction, and he'll die. The KV-2 could lose some buckshot, and he'd die. So now he's going to use the VK as bait, and pull out the KV-2. Now, the only way this can go wrong is if the KV-2 pops out and has full health, or if he pops out behind him with more than half health. If either of those two things happen, Bartek is going to have a seriously hard time winning this game. The other way this can go horribly wrong is if the KV-2 pops out down the 8 line and then comes across the H line to get to the cap. If he comes through that way, Bartek will not see him until he is far too close to the cap, and will probably kill the VK and then be able to either leave again or start capping. Either way, bad things ensue. There's the KV-2. He's on half health. Unfortunately, he is going to kill the VK. Okay, he doesn't know where Bartek is. Bartek is using his cover extremely well, and that is a beautiful end to the game. Over 1800 XP with premium, non-doubled. He also got the first class. Makes me wonder what you need to get the ace tanker. Radley-Walters, of course, for winning that game. Steel wall, which is quite surprising considering the fact that he's in a Japanese tank. And obviously the Top Gun, meh. Most of the guys that he shot at, he actually killed. The only person he hit but didn't kill was the Churchill gun carrier that he shot through the building and then it ran away. Most of the guys he shot, he actually damaged a module in some way, which pinned them in place so he could kill them. Top of his team for experience. We're not really surprised about that. The surprising thing is, if you add up the next two highest damage dealing tanks on his team, you still come short of his damage. Over 2,500 damage done for his 8 kills, and double the experience of the next highest guy. The KV-2 on the other team deserves props, as he did more damage than Bartek. 52 shots fired, 33 hit. Most of them that hit went in. It is a Japanese tank, so unfortunately the penetration isn't the highest, but it is still sufficient if you aim for weak spots. Get used to aiming for those weak spots, guys. It'll pay off in the long run. 52 shots fired means he fired almost all of his ammo, and yet it only cost him 13 grand to resupply and fix his tank back up. This is a good tank to make some cash in. He took 19 hits. Wow. Aren't we glad that only 9 of those went through, because one more and he would not be here anymore. Thank you so much, Bartek, for sending this in. I hope I got your name right this time around. Thank you guys for hitting that like or subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. This IO Ether out.